I'd like to introduce you to Giovanni. Giovanni's one of the youth we're working with, and his entire brothers and sisters and a lot of his family have come up fleeing the violence in Guatemala. And so I hope you give attention to his story. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. First of all, I want to thank all of you for being here. It makes me feel good that all of you are here supporting us. So I'm thankful. I'm from Guatemala. I've been here for 3 years and a half. My dad came here like 12 or 11 years already, and my mom followed. Like, she's already been here for 8 years. My dad came here to come work and support our family because there weren't enough food for us. And that's the reason my dad came in the U.S. But my mom came here because she was facing danger there. She was being threatened because she had debts to feed us, and she had been threatened by the people who she owed money through, and all of us were there, and I was like 5 years old, and people would go in our house and would go knock and say terrible stuff to my mom in front of us, not caring if it would hurt us if we were there. They didn't care. They say they threatened my mom even in front of us, and we would hide under the bed, my brothers and I. And one of my sisters, she was really young. She was, I think, 3 years old. She was really young. And we would hide under the bed, and we wouldn't really defend our mom because we were really young. And the reason she came here was those kind of threats, because she wouldn't pay the money at time. She had borrowed money, and they put like extra money. If my mom borrowed like 500 quetzales, and they would say that she has to pay like 100 every month. So that went up really high, really fast. And different people would come in my house and threaten us, even in the street. And the parents of those people would bully me and my brothers and sister in school. So she came here because they wouldn't leave her alone. They threatened to kill her, and that's why she came here. She left all of us there with my grandma. She left us, and she came here because she thought they would leave us alone if she came here, and because she wanted to pay those debts so we wouldn't be in danger. So after a couple of years, she's been here paying those debts. And as I grew up, the parents of the child of those people who my mom owed money to would bully me in school, and they would be in gang members. And when I would come out after school, they would come after me and beat me up in groups. And sometimes in the night, they made my life miserable. Like, I feared to came out of the house every night I, I barely came out in the night because I was fearing that they would be there waiting for me. And I would fear about my brothers and sisters. So it was getting worse. Yeah, I had to work because my mom wouldn't afford all my clothes. And so there was a farm where I live. I decided to ask for a job, and I would go in my work at 3 in the morning. I would go at 3 in the morning and go milk the cows and come back and go to school. And after I finished school, I would go back to work. And one night, while I was riding my bicycle in the night, because it was really early, a man came out. He was older. He was really tall. He came out of nowhere in the dark, and he knocked me out of my bicycle, and he was pushing me down and yelling at my face and saying terrible stuff to me that I don't want to mention. And he told me that I should thank my mom to all this stuff that's happening to me because it's so foul. And that night, I didn't want to go back to work, but I forced myself because I needed that money, and I would go back, and everywhere I go, it was danger. I can't go anywhere. So I called my parents, and I told them what was happening to me, and while I was telling what was happening to me, they were crying in the phone and say that she was sorry, and she said she would bring me as soon as she can, and she borrowed more money here, and it cost a lot of money, and she borrowed money, so I came here, so I couldn't be killed. I'm trying to bring one of my sister here in Visa. She's 13 years old, and I'm trying everything I can because I know that they're facing the same danger what had happened to me. So I work really hard to find anything, any chance that I can, so I could bring home visa. But it has been really difficult. The barriers that is in front of me and my family. There's so many things that prevents that, but we're still trying. And she's being bullied, and she doesn't want to be there anymore. And she's being bullied in the school. She doesn't want to be anymore there. But I fear for her to come in the desert because so many things. I talked to my friends, and I heard so many stories, horrible stories, that I don't want to bring my sister that way. So I try really hard to bring her in visa because what the girls face in desert, or the way they come here on Mexico, they're the one who faces more danger because they're women or because they're girls, and terrible things happen to them. That's why I was thinking about that, and that's why I tried to bring in a visa.